Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Empower You podcast. Naima here with Empower You Coaching. And just coming to you today to share some information about W.T.F. And it's not the W.T.F. that you're thinking. It's W.T.F. What's the focus? See, most of us are conditioned to focus on the things we don't like, the things we don't want, the things we disagree with, the things we don't have. We talk about it over and over again. Oh my goodness, I can't wait until, oh man, I have this bill to pay. Oh man, I had an argument. Oh my goodness, my job, the kids, the house, the spouse, the clothes, all of the things that we're accustomed to talking about. What's on the news, what's scary, what's frightening us, what's not working. Those are the things that we're conditioned to focus on. The challenge with that is that that's where you are putting your energy. So it seems harmless enough, it seems common and natural to have conversations like everybody else is having. How you doing? Oh, I'm all right, I'm just hanging in there. But when you think about it, what is the energy that's being carried in those conversations? What is the energy of the words that you're using going from conversation to conversation? What are the repeated thoughts that you have on a day-to-day basis? See, the experts say that the average human being has anywhere from 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day. So we can't control our thoughts. That's a lot of thoughts. It's like, okay, well, how do you even measure a thought? But if you think about it like a stream, like a waterfall rather, and it's just constantly flowing all the time. That's what's happening in our minds. We are just not putting our focus on it. The challenge again is that if you have these thoughts are influencing our behavior from day to day. It's influencing our behavior, it's influencing our conversations, it's influencing our relationships and everything that we do. So, and how do we decipher this? So now between 60 and 80,000 thoughts a day, the challenge with it is 90% of those thoughts are the same thoughts that you had yesterday, because a lot of times if you're doing the same things day after day after day, it becomes routine, it becomes habit. So that's the bulk of the thought process. It's going the same things every day, day after day. Even worse than that, 80% of the thoughts that you're having are negative. And again, how does that happen? It's by design. That's a whole other conversation. But it's because of what we are ingesting. What is it that we're watching? What are we listening to? What are we thinking? What are we talking about? What words are we using? What energy are we carrying within our being? Okay? So what's the focus? The question is, what is it that's most prevalent in your thought process? So, and how do we figure that out? Well, if it's coming down like a waterfall, how do we pick out which ones are most detrimental, which ones are most impactful on our day-to-day lives? Meditation. So if it's flowing like a waterfall, you can imagine meditation is like sitting behind the waterfall. Now you can pay attention, even if just for a few minutes, to what it is that's coming and going through your psyche, through your sphere of influence, through your sphere of consciousness. What is it that's happening from moment to moment? And then just noticing it like a cloud floating by, instead of attaching an emotion to it or allowing yourself to be dragged along by that thought. Now you're practicing controlling whether or not you want to respond instead of just reacting. And that requires practice. So it's very important to make sure that you're taking at least those 5 minutes a day to notice what it is that's going on inside of you, so that you can now better determine where you want to place your focus. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thanks for sharing this moment with Naima. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you found this interesting or informative, please like and share the information. You never know who's suffering in silence with those things that are going on in our minds. It builds up the stress and discomfort, and it also creates dis-ease in the body. We don't need any of that. Man, anybody got time for that? So thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.